This incident is what my friend went through in person about a month ago. A body was found in my friend's car out of nowhere. One day in July, he was parking his car near his house after work. He accidentally forgot to lock the door and got off as it was. And the next day, he headed back to the car to drive and saw a man sitting in the back seat before opening the car door. Surprised, he tried to wake the man up, but there was no answer from him. Was that a drunk who slept in the wrong car? At first, he opened the car door thinking like this. However, something was weird. There was a small amount of bleeding in the man's head, and the color of his entire body was already changed. In addition, there were purple spots on his skin everywhere, a symptom caused by blood clotting. Being frustrated, he immediately called 911 with his hands trembling. The operator asked him to confirm the body, saying that the process of dispatch varies depending on whether the person is alive or dead. He shouted, almost in tears, and appealed to come quickly, that it's a real body. The police and CSI were also dispatched, and then they all found something strange. I mean, it was literally an odd situation. Why on earth did the utter stranger suddenly die in the back of another's car? At first, my friend was suspected and almost summoned to the police station for questioning. However, fortunately, there was a CCTV in the nearby store, and the analysis concluded that it was just an accident. Turns out that the place where my friend had parked his car that day was in front of a building, and there was a staircase in the building. On that day, the man stumbled as he came down the stairs after drinking heavily, lost his footing in an accident, and just fell down. And the camera recorded the man falling who had been having symptoms of mental illness. I understand it's totally absurd, but just as he rolled down, he grabbed my friend's car's back door handle, opened it, and entered in by accident. The drunken man was knocked unconscious when he fell and crammed in the back seat just like that. Only the door was open, and as the taxi passed by his car, the taxi driver stopped and then closed the door. And that's what the camera had recorded, the whole incident. Since it was the middle of the summer at that time, the man had died from the heat wave and was found only a half a day later. If my friend had locked the car door that day, if that man hadn't lost his footing on the stairs, if he hadn't opened the car door when he fell, and if the taxi driver hadn't closed the back door, he might have survived. For some reason, this story from my friend reminded me of the movie Final Destination. I mean, don't you think it's a bizarre death? It felt really weird. Anyway, after that, my friend thought about changing the car because he felt uncomfortable to keep riding in it where the body was found, but soon decided just to ride it. However, body fluid already had come out of the body, so we had to change the sheet.